My name is Britt Crawford. Today I'll be talking to you about the CSI Effect. Does anybody know what the CSI Effect is?
No.
No? Okay. The CSI Effect is actually known as the CSI Syndrome or the CSI Infection. It's an exasperated portrayal of what forensic evidence, forensic science does. It's called by actually TV shows in modern day, like CSI Miami, Law and Order SVU. Has anybody ever watched Law and Order?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay, that's what I figured. Most people have. They watch them like 2 or 3 times a day, every day. Why would it have an effect? Well, it actually had an effect on court cases, jurors, and criminal convictions. A big myth is that forensic examiners carry a bunch of weapons, and there are these awesome people that jump in jet planes, and they go process DNA in minutes, and then all of a sudden they solve the bad guy. Well, it actually takes months to process that kind of stuff. You look into fingerprints and say, how accurate are fingerprints? Everybody wants to know, did you get their fingerprints on the gun? Did you get their fingerprints on this? Most fingerprints get smeared or they can't be taken up. How accurate do y'all think fingerprints are? How many cases you saw? Not a whole lot. Which you're actually right there, but a lot of people think they do. A lot of people want to know where the fingerprints are. How come the fingerprints? How come you didn't get this fingerprint or that fingerprint? Like I said, it's not very effective. Recent studies show that 1 out of 5 fingerprint examiners are actually misidentified their samples. In the last 3 years, 11 criminal cases were filed, and they filed motions that prints did not meet any basic requirements, and that comes from the New York Times. Fingerprints are very subjective. That is a quote from the Huffington Post. DNA testing, how long do you think it may take to get a blood sample?
30 minutes.
30 minutes? A couple days. What actually takes more than just a small sample, a jiggle of a little tube, they flirt a little bit, make a couple jokes, and all of a sudden the bad guy's caught. It can take up to 48 hours or multiple weeks or even months at a time to get this stuff done. Has anybody ever served on a jury? Nobody?
No.
We have one. Sometime in your life you'll be called to go serve on a jury, and they're going to ask you a lot of questions, and they're going to ask everything about your information. Then you're going to sit there and you're going to have to determine whether somebody's guilty or not guilty based off of evidence, not the way you feel. When that's in front of you, you're going to be wanting to know where the blood samples are. All this CSI Miami TV show stuff, you're going to wonder where the guy in the jumbo jet went. But does anybody even know how much it costs to use or to process DNA? It costs over $1,300 each piece, $1,397 to be exact. And often it can only determine whether it was a male or a female. So basically, I spoke about the CSI Effect to let you know if or why even the CSI Effect has an effect on people, the jury, and the criminal decision for criminal prosecutors. So thank y'all for listening.